Oh my goodness. Hi, friends. It is so sticky out. I went out to get breakfast this morning. It is so humid. I have my little birthday celebration later, and I was going to leave my hair down, and I'm like, I think I need to leave it up because it's so humid. Oh my God. And it rained a little bit yesterday, but it hasn't rained to where like the humidity breaks. But anyway, this morning I finally decided to try Little Collins. It's a breakfast place here in New York. Their coffee's pretty good, I actually have to say. I got a cold brew and I got their chorizo burrito. Mm. Which, ooh, added sweetener. It's very good. Which I'm very excited to try. Also, my battery is very low on this. I just quickly wanted to tell you about an event I went to last night called the Shabbat Collective. It is quite literally a collective of different synagogues here in the city, like Central Synagogue, Temple Emmanuel. There's a few other temples on the Upper East Side and Upper West Side that they collaborated with. And it's like all of these very millennial rabbis. And they do these services, I guess, at like some of the temples, or last night I was at Hebrew Union College down by Washington Square Park. And they did a Shabbat service and a Shabbat dinner. My friend asked if I would go with her because she'd gone to one before, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'll go. And it wasn't very expensive. Some of these events are like hundreds of dollars, and this one was only 36, aka double chai. If you don't know, in Judaism, the number 18, which in Hebrew is chai, means life. And so, like, when you go to like when I was growing up, if you went to like a bar bat mitzvah, depending on how friendly you were with that person, you would give maybe like double chai, triple chai, so like 36, 54. But chai is life. It was really interesting. It was very reform, and I grew up very conservative in my synagogue. There's like different denominations. In Judaism, you have like reform, which is very relaxed, conservative, which is in the middle, and then you have orthodox, and then you have like super orthodox, like Hasidic. But it was really interesting. I didn't grow up with music during my services, so it was really cool to be at a Friday night service where there was a piano and guitar and drums, and they also had a female rabbi who probably was not that much older than me, but maybe around my age, and that was really cool. The cantor also was young. It was really nice. It was very nice, and my friend and I met some new people, and then it was one of those things where, like, she met someone, they realized they knew the same person, and all of this, but it was a very nice time. I was there from 6:30 to 10 o'clock, so pretty good. And yeah, so I'm gonna eat my breakfast. I think I might also try and do some laundry this morning if I can, and then I have to be out of here by like 12:45 to get to my birthday. Hi everyone, welcome back. It is Sunday. I have my coffee, I have my bagel behind the camera, but I want to talk about yesterday. I really didn't film much because I was with my friends and family. Also, I was in a public place. I felt weird, but I had such a nice time yesterday. I went to the Talea location in Bryant Park. Talea is a brewery here in New York City that is women owned. They have locations across Brooklyn and New York City. They even have one near Penn Station now, which is really cool. But the Bryant Park one was lovely. It's huge. It's so pretty. They have a mix of, they're known for their IPAs and sours, and then they make a non-alcoholic one. Kind of depends on where you are, but I had a guava one yesterday. That was great. And then they had this delicious mocktail they made me. I took a picture. I'll insert it somewhere. But it was like strawberry, grenadine, ginger beer. It was so good. And sometimes with mocktails that have ginger beer, the ginger beer is a little overpowering, and this was perfect. I just had such a nice time. In fact, depending on when this race ends, I was thinking of going back before I go to the Broadway show today. I don't think I'll have time, but if you couldn't guess what I'm seeing today, we're seeing The Outsiders for a third time. I was looking for a seat every year. I should go. Let me go back. Every year for my birthday, I see a Broadway show. I started doing this in like 2022, I would say. I decided I was going to take myself to see a Broadway show for my birthday every year. And so my dad and I saw Shucked. The year before last, I went to the Outsiders last year. And this year, I decided I had to go again. I found a really good seat, good price. I am so excited also because 1 year ago today, I saw the show for the very first time. So that's really exciting. Sad that Joshua Boone's not in the show anymore. Certain people aren't in the show anymore, but I was watching Social Saturday last night and I was so excited. I also didn't film like a recap of my birthday when I came home because my throat actually was so sore from talking so much and then also from talking so much the night before. So I just needed to like come home and chill out. But it's the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix this morning, which is great. So I'm going to eat my breakfast, probably shower. I think I want to like wash my hair and maybe blow dry it. I'm like, I want to look cute. I don't know if I'm going to get to go to the stage door. We'll see. I don't know. I feel like for a Sunday, it's probably going to be like really nuts, but we'll try. Okay, Dyson Airwrap, like, hello, just gave myself like blow dried my hair finally figured it out. But do be careful though, because if you put on the highest heat setting, it does get very hot. Be careful. Use heat protectant. Okay, well, my mom interrupted me recording everything, and I was going to show you the products I'm using, but I just did my eye makeup. I used a Too Faced palette and some NYX eyeliner. I'll show you that. This palette, if you were a naked girly palette, if you were a girly who loved the Naked palette for Urban Decay, this is like Naked Palette 2.0. It's pretty good. It's from Too Faced, and it has a great mirror in it. So good. And then I used Revlon Color Stay Primer, which I don't even know if they make anymore. I got it off of Amazon, but I used to be able to get it at the drugstore. And then I used the NYX Epic eyeliner. I'm getting better at the liquid liner. Getting better. Looked at some tips on TikTok. So now I think I'm actually going to use my Armani foundation because I'm on a new medication and I've been having a lot of redness. I think I mentioned this. I've been having some facial flushing, which apparently is a normal side effect for this, but need to double check with my doctor. But I did some research and it can be an issue. So I'm going to use my foundation. And actually what I love about my foundation is that it is so light. Like you can make it very light. The only thing is it's like slightly darker than my concealer. Sometimes I go between the two. And at first it might have like a little bit of a pink tint to it, but I find it like photographs well. And then when I'm actually like in the sunlight, it looks fine. I don't know. I'm debating between that or my concealer. The only thing is I find the concealer is creamier. And let me show you what I'm talking about. These are two of my holy grail products, the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation and the concealer. They're both in shades 3.75. The foundation is very liquidy. The concealer is very creamy. These are very expensive, and especially with a concealer, you don't get like a ton of product. But this is slightly lighter than this, which is a little bit annoying. But because I'm having the redness, I think I might need it. Also, I don't know, I just feel like sometimes this sits a little bit better. I don't know. I wore this yesterday and it just felt so nice. And then for blush, I'm not going to do liquid blush. I think I'm going to do powder blush. I find that I have like a liquid blush, the Halo thing from e.l.f. It's like a blush and a highlighter put together. And I think it's like a little too intense. So I don't know. And that's the other thing too. I'm like, do I just do the concealer? Because this is more of like, this kind of more evens out my skin tone. I really probably should get a skin tint, but this is so light. Like it almost has the texture of a skin tint. Also, it's got a pump. Pretty good. The way I apply both of these is very different. I use a beauty blender for this. I find if you use a brush for this, it looks really streaky, but I will use a brush for this because like I said, this is very creamy. This is very liquidy. So I don't know what I'm going to do today. I don't know. Why am I putting on makeup to go see a Broadway show? Because maybe I'll go to the stage door and I want to look cute. Anyway, I'm very excited. I'm very, very, very excited. I'm going to put all this on because as I've tried in the past, I've tried recording Get Ready With Me's and I can't do it. I just can't do it. So good. So freaking amazing. Best show on Broadway. Best show on Broadway. It is. It's the best. Ooh. We have to talk about this. First off, doesn't my shirt give off Pony Boy vibes? That's why I wore it today. It's from Free People. I got it last year. We need to talk about this. I only got 2 signatures because only Emma Pittman and Jenna came out for the stage door. Because Emma Slater and Alan Bernstein, is that how you say his last name? Alan from Dancing with the Stars were there. No joke, I was in my seat. I turn around and I was like, that's Alan. Alan. Alona was not there. There was another, sorry, I'm so schwitzy. There was another Dancing with the Stars guy who was also there. Couldn't think of his name, but I saw him. This freaking show. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. First off, sitting in the 3rd row, I got what was technically a partial view seat. I think I missed 1 or 2 very little things. Otherwise, I had a great view. I had seen Company at the Jacobs back in 2022, 21. It was the first show I saw after COVID, or actually really during COVID when they opened Broadway back up. And there's a guy on TikTok who said that you could get $89 partial view seats in the orchestra, but they weren't really partial view. And so I saw that the seats were open. I looked on a view for my seat and it was like $100. And it was great. The woman next to me probably missed a little more, but it was a great seat. It was not totally partial view. Watching the choreography that close up was mind-blowing. It is fantastic. It's so beautiful. It's physical. Like, it was amazing. I also got lucky. There was only one understudy, and that was for Tilly. So Jenna, and I have to get her last name. I think she has like a crazy last name. Jenna Van Elslander. She was on for Ace today. She was great. She's so cool. She's so nice. She had friends that came to visit her, and I was at the stage door, and she was like, I'll be right back, guys, don't worry. And she ran down, said hi to them, and then she came back down the line. She was so cool. And Emma Pittman. Oh my God. Freaking Emma Pittman. Emma Pittman, if you ever see this, you're the coolest person. You are so nice. You take your time with every person at the stage door. I overheard you giving life advice to someone who was about to graduate college, and I was like, what did we do to deserve you? She's so cool. And she signed my playbill. She did DM me on TikTok back in September, which, by the way, Kevin William Paul posted something on his Instagram, and there was the notebook that I gave him, so he still has it. But anyway, back to the show. I got very lucky that it was only them. Okay. First off, Brent Comer. Brent freaking Comer. Where was his Tony nomination last year for featured actor? Where was it? He is so beautiful with his emotion, and like oh my God, he is so wrapped up in it, and it is beautiful. Jason as Soda, this is the best time he's ever played Soda. The best Soda I've seen him do. And I've seen him do it now 3 times. This was the best one. He sounded great. I thought he played it better than ever. He was fantastic. And he made eye contact with me a few times. And I was like, oh, hello, hi. Wow. Oh, and he was also, it was when he was shirtless. And I was like, I met him at the okay, here's the thing about the stage door. Only 2 people came out because Emma and Alan from Dancing with the Stars were there, and security took the barricades away after Jenna was done signing stuff. So mad. So mad. But Yeah. Oh, and Sky Lakota-Lynch also stared into my soul at one point, and I was like, damn, he really does make eye contact with the audience. That's... The internet was not lying. This whole cast is just... Wow, they sounded the best I've heard them, honestly. The other reason why I got very emotional seeing this show today is exactly 1 year ago today, I saw it for the very first time. Exactly a year ago, I saw the show. And it gave me something to love and to look forward to when I didn't have anything to look forward to in my life. And it still is giving me that. I shouldn't say I didn't have anything to look forward to. I was just, this last year I feel like I've been so stressed about so many things. And this show gave me something to really love. But it also made me realize how much I miss performing and how, like, theater was such an escape for me back in high school and how I had to put it aside to study fashion and work in the career that I have now. But this musical has, like, really, really reawakened it in me. It's so good. It's so good. There's so much heart and soul in it. And this is my favorite book. It's my favorite story. And it's so beautiful. Oh my God. And then Alex, who is Dally, who replaced Alex Joseph Grayson, who replaced Joshua Boone as Dallas. Oh my God. He is he's perfect. I love his Dallas. I don't think anything will top Joshua Boone, I have to admit. But Alex does a fantastic job. Oh, he does such a fantastic job. Oh, and their mics were on. The only thing, this is the only note, and a woman in the bathroom line asked me, which, by the way, they have the most efficient bathroom line of any theater I have ever been to. Their house manager, whoever's running that theater, you go. You go, Glen Coco. The only thing I would say is there was a woman online at the bathroom, an older woman, who, by the way, had my dream handbag, a Loewe puzzle bag. And she asked me if he was an understudy, if Brody Grant was an understudy. And I said, no, he's the original Pony. This is the third time I've seen him, actually. And she said, oh. She goes, well, he needs to enunciate better. And we ended up at the sink washing our hands after using the bathroom. And I said, I hate to tell you this. He's enunciating the best I've ever heard him. Like, he was worse the last 2 times I've seen him. He's actually a lot better. He's not great. He's better, though. The first time I saw the show, I was like, what is he saying? What is going on? He does not have the best enunciation. I know a lot of people have complained about that. People have also complained that he misses a lot of shows, which he does. I think he's in more shows than he has been in the last year, I would say. I notice there's less understudies, it seems. But, yeah. God, I love the show so much. I freaking love it. I love it. It's the best. It's the best thing. It really is. But that's it. This is a short little weekend in my life. Weekend, sit down, chat. Thanks for hanging out. I'll next weekend I have a 3-day weekend, so I'll try and do some things, I think, and it's the sort of my birthday weekend, actually, next weekend. So there is that. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Like and subscribe.